Hi, my name is Taiwan. A big inspiration for this topic was Trevor Noah's Born a Crime, but it was ultimately my communications class that pushed me to do my topic on English literacy and power dynamics. A few terms to know would include language ideologies, which is any set beliefs about languages as they are used in their social world, stereotypes, which is a widely held belief but fixed, oversimplified image or idea of a particular type of person or thing, discrimination, treating individuals or groups differently, and often unfair based on protected characteristics. To better understand how English became a global language, we'll first need to go back in time, more specifically to the 16th century when the British Empire began expanding. As it began settling coast to coast, English became a part of the norm. Using the Americas, for example, English was a necessity. Media and soon education was broadcasted exclusively in English. With colonialism brought social hierarchies, a major one being European or that of European descent, and those who weren't settled for second best, which was English literacy. Learning English for natives and those of color meant opening doors and accesses to privilege, which includes higher education and jobs. For some, English is their first language, but for others, the second or third language picked up along the way. Nevertheless, English literacy puts you at an advantage most are not afforded. English literacy has evolved far beyond communication and has become a tool of influence, a marker of status, and often a gatekeeper of opportunity. English is more than help. It connects us, it shapes power dynamics, it dictates who gets heard and who gets left behind, while opening doors for education, international career, travel, and resources, but closes those same doors, limiting those same resources for different people. It also reinforces existing divides in wealth, access, and privilege. It becomes not just a skill, but a requirement for higher education, job markets, for participation in global conversations. So while English does unify, it also separates. For my research, I thought it was very important that I include personal encounters with those who English isn't as proficient. As such, I've included stories from both people of inside and outside of the United States, including South Africa. Here, I have included a current news segment pertaining to Donald Trump's new road laws. This is just one of the many privileges English literacy comes with.
Trump has signed an executive order requiring truck drivers to speak English. The White House says it wants to improve safety on the roads by ensuring drivers can read and understand traffic signs, communicate with traffic safety officers, Border Patrol, and officials at checkpoints. The English requirement is already on the books, but due to a change made during the Obama administration, inspectors were not required to remove truck drivers from the road if they could communicate using interpreters or translation apps. Industry groups